So we continue our trip to Mithrios. Calix has a magic item and gives it to Tamber. It's 3 silver crossbow bolts. We see 2 forearms, like 20 foot long, from a statue grasping the sky, the arms of Catimane, the dad of Sidon and Litharin. We have a 1 week travel total. Watch make Evie makes some good rolls. We have an encounter with a glinty silver flying in the distance something. A stem fay times 6. Metallic bird like Xylus's, but it's not his. He did lose his, I think, but we got his pieces. Astro's cooked spaghetti squash, and it's very good. We have a long rest. We learn about Zathio's swords and summoned by the king, and we learn about all different things. Temple of the Gods, Streets of Mithros, Colossus of Mithros, Sidon's Storm, like so much. We enter town. There's a black dragon. Commander Gygus arrives to escort us into the palace. Enter the throne room and meet the queen, king, and the commander. You kind of posted them in Roll20 there, or Discord. We need to save the city. We need tieflings' help for weathercasters, Astrios, hopefully. And that's when I go off the rails.
Yeah, so to sum that up, obviously when they entered Mithros, Tamber and I believe it was Calix were stricken down by the man himself, Sidon. He came out with a cloud, forming himself with electricity and surging his vengeance upon them to what dismays of what they had done at Astoria and ruined his plans, seeming fit to shoot lightning at them. They survived the bolts, but it could have been life and death in any case. As the people of Mithros are obviously scared of Sidon's wrath, seeming fit they've sacrificed many things here, as they've realized quickly enough Mithros is a much different, bigger city than Astoria. It's by double the size, as well as in the fact of the matter is they don't take too kind to beast folk here, especially minotaurs. And minotaurs are enslaved, tortured, and killed and sacrificed to the great god himself, as they are seeming fit to punish them for their doings in life, as many of them are caged and used for cattle, or even in general sense, used for the arena for people's prosperity and happiness, it seems. But besides that, you guys obviously went to the king. You've had some conversations with him, as they did notice, and had a conversation with Avalis, but we'll get back to that eventually. Seeming fit, Gygus obviously is his right-hand man of his kind of dragon lords that they have themselves, as they have their own kind of group, as they believe they are the true dragon lords. But many believe the dragons were not, they were given to them without even effort of earning them through the dragon lord law and history. But it seems fit, people these days believe anything they were told, as Gygus and his men seem fit to kind of control this place. Besides that, the king seems fit that he needs some aid and needs some help. He's having issues with storms and weathers. He's giving you some suggestions on maybe trying to figure out how to get rid of them through different kinds of tasks, as you guys had marked them down. Seeing fit that there was multiple opportunities of maybe solving this case, or maybe getting down to the bottom of this, and maybe there's something more to Mithros itself and cleaning its problems up, as he would promise that he would look into finding Ultros, the ship, wherever it may be at the moment, as it seems fit that the people of Mithros are divided, as there are multiple factions, as it's not one whole kind of city, it is accumulation of many factions that make Mithros. But besides that, as soon as the conversation ended, you guys had a conversation with Valis, as Valis had spoken her point of view, as she didn't want to talk rudely about her husband, but knowing that he himself is obviously lost in words and unable to really do much. The people of Mithros love him, but the fact of the matter is he is unable to connect the people together as a whole. That's where you guys come in, as you guys were obviously told by the Oracle that you were supposed to save basically the world itself from the Titans and stop Lotharia and Sidon. As she had explained a little bit about what's going on around Mithros and to be aware of certain things and different aspects, especially for the beast race that we have obviously in our group, as you will be not too fond of, and you'll be treated poorly due to obviously your well-being, your background. But hopefully, maybe over time, with the amount of effort and help, Mithros will see you in a different light, like Astoria had once. So Astoria is still obviously growing as a city, but they respect you, what you have done today upon that city itself, as you have accomplished many of your goals and helped many of the people. As Mithros is a whole new kind of territory, a place to discover and learn and adapt. As the biggest one is the fact of the matter, they were kicked out of a bathhouse due to shenanigans, as they are banned for life. Due to a few people shape-shifting into giant turtles and splashing as a minotaur jumping into the pool and causing quite a wave of water, as people were not happy in seeing a big monstrous race in their kind of comforts. Seeing fit, they were banned for life, unable to enjoy the baths any further, as that's where we kind of ended. Alright, as our next recapper, I think I don't remember. It's Calix, sorry. For next year!
Recap of the year!
Oh yeah! Alright, so I'll get the map here. And I'll give those handouts again for the people who are not here. This is kind of City of Mistros. This is kind of key city component areas to help you out, kind of traverse the area. And she gave you a map of this location.
Learning my lesson, I'm going to try and stick very close to Calix, almost too close, that he is human and demigod, that he should be accepted and protect me. That I will be his little shadow, and whatever Calix says, goes.
Aren't you like 3 foot taller than me?
Yes, I'm a very big shadow.
Yeah, I must be really close to the light.
Or maybe you're my shadow. I don't know, but I'm really close to you.
I like that one. That makes more sense.
Still very close, sticking to you like glue.
I'm gonna ask around members of the group and say, has anyone seen my hand?
Oh, I think I got it here in the bag of holding. Yeah, that's where everything else is. Let's take a look.
Perfect.
For a hand. Let's see, a hand. Oh,
Metal one, not the one that he set on fire.
Well,
look at that. Here we go. I think I found it.
Adamantine gauntlet of unyielding grip.
I'm going gauntlet of broken hopes and dreams.
As well as everybody has their artifact item now.
Yeah. They are amazing.
They all.
And I do feel that his debt has been paid overall. Anybody else?
Yeah, I think we used enough out of like the group loot
Yeah.
to wipe away his debts.
My debt?
Wipe the entire debt? I disagree.
I disagree either.
Okay.
I think if stuff is still found in the world, it should still be kind of given to you guys, at least the cut required.
Hey, yeah, we get dibs.
Dibs. Well, depending if majority of stuff, I don't think you.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
if we can use it.
Like, how much money have we acquired after the investment? I don't think it's 1,200 gold worth of money.
At least halfway there, at least.
He just owes you 200 each. So once you guys get the... Pretty sure you'll find it in this game. This campaign is huge.
I'm just kind of giving a landmark at least halfway.
Sure.
You know, we here for the money or for the experience.
Well, he did just
we
get
can
a
make
really,
it up along
really
the way.
powerful glove, so I'm pretty sure his
Why
two...
not both?
It was a good investment, I think.
Yeah, now I'm gonna remove my leg. I'm Iron Man.
We really should take dismemberment insurance.
So if you guys want to look at the map, any of the little numbers will coordinate where you want to guys go. As the first day, I would suggest just sightsee, look around, do things, see what's going on. You don't have to feel like you have to jump into the whole like saving the day right away. Get your I guess get your graspings here before you dive into something you're not ready for.
Any places people want to see?
Loading the map real quick.
Was there a place I can find to play? May accept my kind.
They not here, sadly. You may eat and drink here, but they might not see fit to hire you for music.
There's a landmark called the Satyr's Tail.
Yeah, 19.
Yes, the Satyr's Tail. Satyrs will be able to play there, but you'll have to kind of make your kind of demand forward to potentially.
I have a feeling you guys should keep me away from number 21, the Minotaur Market.
Oh
let me
yeah,
go there.
that's where the Minotaurs are.
Yeah, but in a bad way.
Is it in a bad way or is it in a good way?
You could see how it is and how they are treated.
That's up to you guys. Just know I'm not responsible for what happens
We
after
can
that.
make our way to the Satyr's Tail. You can stay with Tamber while the rest of us investigate the market, and if it's A-okay and nothing horrible, then we'll walk you and bring you
If
along.
it's a market good for Minotaurs, we'll come get you. If not,
Not
we'll
that we'll
probably
avoid
give that place a
anything.
wide berth.
All right.
But I stayed with Calix. That's my whole thing now. He's human. He's the demigod. He can protect me.
He doesn't have any authority here in Mithros.
He's still human.
Even if.
I very not.
Moograin, as much as you might not like it, maybe some form of chain, not attached, but like on your hands, just that you're holding, might make
No.
others feel more
Absolutely.
comfortable.
No.
No, I wouldn't accept that either.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play into their shenanigans.
I was a queen of a tribe. I do not wear chains. I never have. My family doesn't. I'm very proud of who I am, but I do want to gravitate to someone that would allow me not to be, like, attacked, aka Calix.
Agreed.
So that's why I'm his shadow. He's my shadow. I don't know which yet.
We're still debating.
Well, regardless, let's go to the Satyr's Tail.
It's a tail.
Is that like an inn or is that like a?
It's a tavern.
Okay.
As you begin to make your way there, it's obviously through the mind for most of these locations. As you begin to see the interior is crowded, the tavern. It's thick with smoke and various unpleasant smells. Many of the patrons appear to be half-orcs, while others are obviously sailors. It's difficult to walk through as you traverse through the tavern without tripping over many drunk patrons along its way. As you eventually notice, a lot of the sailors come here from the Cerulean Gulf. As you can see, there are many sweet wines and watered-down drinks, plenty cheap and plentiful. As you do see, eventually the tavern is run by an individual named Julius. As he looks towards you, he rather looks like a nasty old man, a potential former slave trader. As you look around, besides that, you see he has his own gallery of kind of a foul cerulean pirates, and as they had lost everything, as it seems fit. Patrons don't seem to bother him, but it seems fit. There are some individuals that, if they bother him, you can see that he has kind of 3 bouncers around the premises, just in case that people need to get out. As you do see some individuals in the distance about to play some music, as you see a satyr there and such. As you see Julius, what can I get you?
Do you want drinks and food, or just some drinks?
And what for your slaves?
We don't have slaves, sir.
Yeah, these are free. We're all free people here.
Free people. Not here.
Oh, my good lord, I
Just
was
look at
wondering
yourself.
if we could perform after the next guy going up.
Perform? I don't know you.
Willing to split my tips with you if you let me perform.
60%.
55-45.
60.
Deal.
Fryox is over there beside her. A friend of mine. Just be cautious with his playing. He doesn't like particularly other people taking his stage very kindly, of course.
No. I apologize. What did you say his name was?
It's like a weird ass name here. I'll give you it.
Thank you, Governor. I'll make sure to tip you at the end of the night. Thank you. And I'll go take off towards Fryzon, or whatever that is.
Yeah. What a fucking weird name. And for you all, as he doesn't take eye contact with the Minotaur at all, he ignores you completely. As he just eye contacts on the Calyx or Donis, or even potentially our Amazonian.
Well, what's the drink of choice here?
Well, people like the wine. Some people like the grog. We have different kinds of tastes, depending what you fancy.
You guys think wine?
I'm looking for some wine. Moving? Wine or grog?
Wine sounds delightful. Thank you.
We'll do 6 wines.
As he kind of grunts towards hearing the Minotaur speak, as he just begins to make some drinks. As you look around, it's packed here. There's maybe a small kind of hovel in the corner of maybe a booth that you could fit into. As people are packed here itself, eventually your drinks are placed. As you can see, another proprietor comes and places your drinks. As you can see, the proprietor that comes forth is a satyr, as he looks like he's got a couple bruises on his face. Here's your drinks. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Did he do that to you?
As
Oh, great, leave it.
He looks at you as he doesn't say anything. He's too ashamed to, as he heads back into the kitchen.
I look down at my glass, but I don't drink it.
Yeah, this place is definitely gonna be pushing some nerves. Expected kind of the, just maybe you'd call it the lower income area to be a little bit more accepting.
As you guys begin to look around, I'd like to roll a perception check. Maybe you can hear some rumors along the patrons here. Or maybe you can see something much different beyond that. Alright, highest will get something different. Second highest can roll me a d12. Whoa.
Damn.
As you hear a rumor happening through the tavern, I heard a great vortex known as Charlotte Abyss has swallowed another ship. The ship's from Eurasia. It was heading to the Scorpion Island, full of young warrior monks going on their final trial.
And who heard that? Was that me or?
Yeah, you heard it. Oh, you rolled it, that's why.
Okay. So I kind of relay that to the group. That's not like the same ship that we heard about earlier. Is it a different
No.
one? Okay. Keep in the back of our heads forever in that area.
As for Timbre, as you begin to have a conversation with the individual as he eventually stops playing his music, he looks towards you. Ah, greetings. Another satyr. What can I aid you, good sir? As he puts his
Here, Jin.
panpipes away as he looks at you, giving you a handshake.
I've got my panpipes hanging from my neck, but I've also got my mithril harp in my hand, and I kind of nodded him, and hey, are you the next on? I'm very interested in playing music for these people. Have you been accepted by them? They're giving me weird looks. Do they only accept us for our music? Do they not
Well,
appreciate our kind here?
not too kindly around these parts. Any bestial race will be shunned. I'm lucky enough to have helped Julius out in the past, but that was a different time and a different era. He's allowed me to stay here to play music. I am welcome as a guest, I guess you could say, but that's it. I am not really welcome in many of the other territories around here, but I make a living for the time being until I can ship off elsewhere. Mithros was once a great nation, but due to the fact and the matter of age and calamity of Sidon and Lotharia invading in this, and the monstrous races raging wars upon the humans, seems fit. It's even getting worse. I feel bad for the Minotaurs, if anything.
Take out 5 gold pieces and say, hey, is there any chance you can introduce me as your cousin tonight and I can play backup on stage with you and just kind of observe?
I'd
Play the
rather
panpipe or play the drum,
I'd rather
anything
not
just
lose
to...
my connections here, especially with Julius. This is my only source of income.
Maybe 10 gold then? If you can introduce me as your cousin, then I won't say anything. I just want to
Fine.
play in your background and observe and see everything that goes down.
He takes the 10 gold, but only for today. I can't afford to lose this job.
I appreciate it. I'm in your debt. Thank you.
Let's see. He begins to head in the back. As you look around with your eyes with your 22 perception, you do notice a different crew of potentially maybe bandits, thieves, mercenaries, or miscreants. Is you do see kind of a rather crew with a captain, half a dozen bandits as they look like sailors, a half orc along the ranks as it looks like kind of the leader of the crew. As they look like a rowdy bunch of bostering kind of people as they have traveled and ventured across the Cerulean Gulf themselves. As you do notice, they have kind of like what looks like a weird serpent snake across their arms, tattooed on their left arm only. As they're playing cards and kind of enjoying music. As they stand out like a sore thumb. As I'd like you to roll me a history check, Timbre. 21. You know of those individuals with the tattoo, a faction called the Cult of the Snake. They are a Cult of the Snake are known for abiding loyalty to a mysterious figure called the Lady of Coins. Those that displease the lady are often found turned to stone, with a green snake painted on a nearby wall. The Cult of the Snake is actually a thieves' guild, hence its influence and its covenant. Rather than open, most of the thieves in the city are loyal to the lady and willing to give their lives for her.
I'll eventually discreetly tell everybody that, but I'll share that information. A way of those guys. They control the underground here. They're the Rogues Guild. The snake on the left hand.
As you notice another table across the other side, you do see another table occupied by two thieves, also from the same cult, seeming fit. They always seem to be visiting this place, as you can see they're looking quite suspicious looking, as they're taking their time looking at everybody, and especially looking on what they have on their equipment, as they look like they're jotting down notes and kind of keeping it in a book as they're kind of just watching.
These guys rob people. They make note of what they got and then rob them. I feel pretty certain of that.
As you do eventually see some individuals coming here and eventually coming in to potentially sell things, as your eyes keen as you play music. You see some wine merchants as they arrive here, as they kind of basically deliver some wines and such. You can see they have a banner across their logo of their crates, as it has an insignia. Let me see if I can get it for you. As you see, this insignia is the Cult of Lotharia. You can give me a history check as well for that one. You got some knowledge as you were doing downtime in Astoria, so you probably know something a little bit about it, but not very much. You know, the Cult of Lotharia is the oldest cult in Mithros. The cult are rather kind of abashed towards worshipping the Lady of Dreams. Most of the people find beliefs of ritual to find rather pungent, but they are tolerated because they provide wine and entertainment for the people of Mithro, as its popular wine festivals are true, like the wine festival in Astoria. They would be, in truth, they would be kind of ejected from the city a long time ago, except they have friends in high places, as devotees among them are aristocrats, as they have connections.
Actually, because of my background, if I recognize those symbols, I would be paying extra attention because Lotharia doomed me. She killed my parents. I know that symbol for sure. But I also try not to break character. I am paying him to be a background, and I'm just observing, not doing action, just observing.
But ideally, that crew with the half orcs and a couple of sailors itself, you do feel like They might know a little bit more information if you were willing to bribe them enough to give it. For a sense that some of you guys are obviously seeing fit to travel off land, finding Ultros and such like that. They may actually have leads and connections, maybe not to Ultros, but connections to getting into situations where you may not be able to get into, especially behind the scenes. But maybe for a later time, of course. For now, they just are enjoying themselves and not really bothering anybody, except for obviously if a fight commences in the tavern, like most taverns usually do. As your music playing is played for as long as you stay in the tavern, as you eventually get another proprietor coming towards you, the same satyr, as he comes towards you. Could I get anything for you to eat? Or are you just enjoying your drinks?
I'll just stay in my cups tonight. It helps me perform.
Well, you're on the opposite end, so you wouldn't be there where they're at the table.
Oh, my bad.
Just the drinks for now, I believe.
Ah, good. Well, I hope you enjoyed yourselves, yeah? As he smiles, as he heads back.
Do we have a plan on how we're gonna handle the thing?
What's the thing? What's the thing?
Use your English word.
English, no bueno. The little request from everyone in the Bloody Palace. Not to deal with appease.
I'll back you up if you go say something about that, but I'm not going up there.
What are we talking about?
He means we should discuss the options we were given.
To appease Sidon.
I mean, we're definitely not going to destroy the Temple of the Five.
No.
Is Sidon particularly mad at us for beating his trials?
Amber, he got the blunt of the Thunderbolt.
I also got hit by it, but I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
Little twitchy, but fine.
As you guys know, Sidon's forces here as well as work really tightly close towards the king, as well as the people of the city itself. But they obviously don't showboat that they're part of Sidon or anything like that. As you already know, Gygas is kind of part of, in league with him, but works under the king.
Yeah. Looks like our options were find a way to get an 8th level spell, control weather cast. Not sure how we would do that. Order the destruction of the Temple of the Five. Not gonna do that. Purchase 10,000 gold worth of livestock to sacrifice. And I don't think that was on us to buy, but I don't know too much about that option.
10,000?
Yes, 10,000 gold pieces worth of livestock to sacrifice.
Does the city even have 10,000 gold pieces worth of livestock?
That's for you to find it if you see fit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so we'd have to find the livestock.
Yeah, you have to
We
find
have to scour
it.
the entire land. I mean, we just...
Or find a farmer who's willing to lose everything.
I mean, who dictates the price? We could just get one farmer to claim his cow is worth 10,000 gold.
I'm sure the gods have
Smart. I like the way you think.
conditions against that, but it's worth a shot.
It's a Wagyu beef versus a standard
Oh yeah, true.
milk dairy.
Yeah, it just has to be a high quality, yeah, so.
Possible option. We might
Maybe
get
we could
double
raise a
smited
calf.
for trying to skirt the rules, but
We could raise a calf and massage it for its entire life, and then and then sacrifice it to.
Did beer and oats? Yeah.
Mhm,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, true.
Or you find something else that's causing it here.
What other options then?
And then convince the gods to work a miracle, which I think was
Absolutely not.
because yeah, that was the one where they like lose part of their power. Right?
It will be weakened. Yes.
But how weekend are we talking? Like,
Not like severely, but I'd say like 1/6 of their power is drained forever.
that's a decent chunk,
It's a lot.
especially just at P Sidon, who is kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Hey, there is a large work. I'm not there. I apologize. I keep wanting to interrupt you.
He's just playing. Do.
So,
Or you guys can potentially find a little bit more, like during the day or the next day, or as long as you're here in Mithros, learning a little bit more about the city and its well-beings, and maybe finding some interconnections. There are obviously wills and ways. Those are just suggestions you could do, but you never know. You might find something, the root of the cause that's within the city that maybe can help and aid you in that predicament of obviously, what you're obviously lacking in, of course, as well.
Have we found lodgings?
No,
We have not.
you haven't really
We-
did much. You just went to the
We went
castle.
to the palace and
the bathhouse got kicked out of the bathhouse, and now we're here.
It might do you guys better if we find lodgings and I just stay there.
No.
Why
No,
would
should come
you?
with us?
You can't bow to their
You want to
negative actions.
Fair? Okay. I am here for the long haul then. I just didn't want to negatively impact you guys being successful.
You're part of
You-
our success, Mugrin.
Okay. Then I will still be quiet back here, behind Calix. But I don't know why everybody else isn't up at 19. Isn't that where we're at?
I will say that there is for the guys or girls, there is a brothel in this mytho, and there is actually prices for which girl or guy you want.
A very in-depth module, I see.
I'm just checking if there is an inn. If there isn't, then it's just gonna be the tavern.
Yeah, there were a few things on the map that were kind of named tavernish. Tavernishy names.
Tavernishi.
Yeah. Like the Siren's Roost. Is
No,
that
that's
another-
that's the brothel.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, you're not
No,
wrong.
it is a tavern at a way.
Yeah, I mean, there are beds there.
There's alcohol.
True.
It's a
Like
good
hourly.
spend the night.
Yeah, but your stay is hourly, which wouldn't be nice.
Yeah, no, this is the place where you can get sleep as well. Yeah, there's no other location that hence is towards an inn.
I have to admit, guys, I'm pretty broke after getting my weapon. That I'll sleep on the floor of anybody else's if they want some extra protection.
I got you.
Thank you. I got you, Calix.
Yeah, do we want to check how much the rooms are here?
Yeah.
I'll go up to either one of the workers or whoever's available near the front.
The owner, as he looks towards you.
ask him, yeah, how much for rooms in this establishment?
Well, for human races, a silver piece, but for bestial races, 3 gold pieces.
Seems a bit skewed.
Well, you can find a place elsewhere if you'd like to sleep. I heard outside's better for the cattle.
Well, nice chat. Back to the group. Yeah, probably don't want to stay here. These guys are supreme racist assholes.
I think that's gonna be the entire city. How much is he charging?
1 silver for humans, for
Fine.
humanoid races, and 3 gold for beast folk.
Ooh.
Yeah, quite a disparity. If it was just a little bit more, I'd just bite my tongue and do it, but it's quite a change.
We could set up camp outside the city.
Yeah, we could. I just don't want to line this guy's pockets.
I don't want to line
That way.
You know how hard this is for me to be racist? I don't like to be racist, especially to Minotaurs. I love playing the Minotaurs. When I was playing this campaign, it was rough. I couldn't get anything done with my character. I had to stick with somebody until I left this place.
Well, we could try to sweet talk the owner and see if he make us a better deal.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he would budge on that subject. Seemed like some very deep-seated resentment on his part.
Why do you feel the need to tell the truth to this
You're
guy?
performing.
You're performing, boy.
Tell him it's just you. Take the room. We all fall into it.
True.
I mean,
I know I'm not there, but I mean, just give
yeah, that
him
makes sense.
stage advice.
That is what I was thinking, that we will share rooms.
Sharing rooms still charges the person.
And he's not gonna charge me 3 gold if I choose him.
How is he gonna know when we set a rope ladder outside?
They'll
the
know. They make sure they have bouncers everywhere to know.
Yeah, we might be able to sneak Timbre in, but
Moograin's
Moograins is a big boy.
you know,
And cast invisibility 3 times.
Heavy footfalls and snoring? I don't know.
Moograin is a big snorer.
I say we stick with the outside.
Outside might be dangerous. I'd
That's where
rather,
we got struck by lightning.
I'd rather stick to the city where it's
Oh right.
mostly safe. Bar a few lightning bolts and grabby hands.
Yeah, you may have to deal with encounters. But that's the risk you pay, right?
We could find some empty stables, maybe. And all bunk there.
Who knows? Maybe you'll come across a family of satyrs. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, shall we? Do we want to split up? And have people go to the Minotaur market and see what that's about.
I love it.
Oh no.
Again, like I said, we don't know if it's a negative market or a positive market.
Yeah, I think I have.
It could be a flourishing Minotaur community that has their own marketplace.
I say 95% is bad.
I was gonna say that would go to 98 in my book, probably.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I think the market is. I think they're in terms of the commodity, not the vendors. But
I would kind of like to use some persuasion to try to convince a satyr to rent a room in his name for us.
You're really gonna get him in trouble.
Yeah, you're gonna get a fire probably.
I don't give a shit.
However,
Wow.
if Timbre ever stops performing, maybe he can, or Evie can help me out with the persuasion.
All right, Timbre, roll me a d20 to see how much money you made.
I'll cast guidance on you.
You're out of range, boy.
Out of reach?
You made 3 gold pieces in an hour.
Thank you, Mithros. Yeah.
And now you own 60% of that. Should have haggled better.
1 gold piece, 80 silver.
What are you?
Yep. So I give him the money that I told him I would.
Thank you kindly. I might have to hire you on full time if you bring in money like this in an hour.
Look, you seem to have an inn. I want an inn. I'll be glad to share this with you if that's what you want.
Share what?
Money. Make together.
Are you
Come
talking
on.
to Julius or are you talking to Satyr?
Say-
Oh, sorry, okay. As he's like, I don't particularly want to lose my job. I barely even know who you are. If Julius gave you an opportunity to sing and dance, I would highly suggest taking that as is. But trust me, I barely even know who you are, and I don't want to risk my neck around here for just anybody. I did it once before, and, well, I haven't seen the person ever again.
Who was that? Wait, I'm not there.
What was that?
He was an imp. A close friend of mine. I allowed them to stay room and board in my own tavern, behind the noses of others. Never told Julius. Eventually, he found out, and I was scolded for it. And I took my friend for a ride. Said he'll be back. This was a year ago. I've never heard from him ever again. I don't know if he's alive or dead, or wherever he is. I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
Wait, you just gave up looking for him?
As he begins to walk off.
What's his name? Maybe in my adventures we'll come across him.
As the sounds of the crowds begins to burst with laughter and drinking and morrows, as it seems you were left-handed, as the individual doesn't trust you. Seeming that this place has seen its bitter end due to racism and bestial races and people who do not belong here. They're treated as such, as it hasn't changed in 500 years. As you join back with your crew once again.
This place is fucked.
It's far from ideal, but I think it's the only place to rest.
This is like old school institutional racism, man. I just can't shake it. These guys will never look at me and Moog the same.
What, do you guys want to start an uprising?
You could throw it around, but there's certain places, maybe we can hang out here and we can. But you guys got to be extra vigilant, be able to search in this town for us because we can't.
You gotta find the bestial markets or something.
Yeah, I don't really have any ideas on where to go next.
Well, like I said, you guys can sightsee and look around, get your footings around this place.
Okay, I will try and, perform or do whatever I can, minstrel type of work, make a fool of myself perform, busking on the corner if it takes that.
Ah, people like it, enjoys it. Well, they see you as a lesser, to even as their children are brought up to hate you. Society here is broken.
What is the Great Agora?
Do you want to go there?
Yeah,
Why not?
it's a place to see. So there's some nice gardens nearby.
It's in the Nobles District.
A commerce gate. I'm not sure what that is. Assuming a gateway.
So
to
in
commerce.
it'll be in the Nobles District, so there's a high chance that bestial races will not be allowed.
Yeah, I'll stay behind.
No, you won't.
Could I
Accept me beyond this radius. I have to stay within there.
Or you guys can disguise them or something to fit in.
Yeah, do you guys have any costumes?
I technically do have a costume, but it's not what you'd want me to wear.
So many things went through my mind.
You can turn invisible. Does that
That's
help?
true. Yeah, it does.
How long does that last?
An hour. But he can't touch anything. Yes. Once he uses an action on anything, he loses it.
So my background's as a fighter and or gladiator. So I kind of have a gladiator / bodybuilder type of outfit, so it doesn't really cover the parts you want me to.
Oh, okay, I see that. Makes sense.
Spandex.
Spandex.
Yes. Still doesn't cover exactly what you want.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be good for the
in the
arena.
background?
Where is the arena? I was kind of looking through there.
Exactly.
Unless it's the Theater of the Gods. They do that.
Colossus of Pythor, maybe?
I think it's just a big statue in the harbor.
It's a location though. You can go there. I got all this memorized and I forgot it all in a week. It's in. Yes, you're right. It's in where the Colossus is. That's where they had the good games. So 16, or whatever number it is. Not 16, sorry. What the hell
14.
number? 14. Well, it makes sense. There's a big statue there.
Where would they hold the games, though?
Well, maybe go there. Maybe find out.
Yeah, we could go to the docks and look for what type of ship options we have. Should we want to leave this place on boat? I think the only other place nearby is the Temple of Lutheria, which I don't think we want to go to.
Timber wants to go there.
It was burned down.
Neither.
I was also hoping to check out.
Like, if you want to go places, you guys don't have to stick together as a team. If you are human, you're welcomed.
Oh, okay.
You are not. The only races that are going to look off, sadly, it's Tambra and Moograin's characters, especially. Eves is not so much. She can get away with certain things because she's not like true bestial. She's just kind of a half breed.
I'm sticking to my wonderful friend, Calix, until he tells me otherwise.
It's funny because eventually you'll go in the other way around in this campaign where it's like the humans are rejected.
Good to know.
Okay, let's make our way down to the docks and stuff. Unless someone else has.
I was thinking of going to check out the Vault of Thylia by myself, unless someone else would like to come along. Just
Do we have any idea what that is?
You gotta go there and check it out. That's how you learn. You've never been to the city. You just got like the lore of certain locations, but yeah.
just well, my goddess is Thylia, so I'll give it a look.
Here, I can go with Adonis if you guys want to go somewhere else.
I don't think splitting up is a good idea.
We'll see more. I mean,
It seems like that won't be much of an option with. I mean, unless we want to rely on invisibility for short stints.
I feel comfortable leaving here. It's the only safe haven I found in the cities.
And we can come back, especially if we need a place to rest. Maybe charge us on Norm's Mount. But we can't stay here forever. We gotta take a course of action.
Yeah, you guys have to do shit. Because the longer you stay here, eventually you'll become broke.
Yep. And at some point, they're gonna want to make a decision on what to do, and that could.
Yeah, they might follow Gygus' idea, destroying the temple.
Yes.
Okay. Very indecisive, it seems.
We don't really have a leader in this game, so everybody's just kind of like don't know what to do.
Apologize. I'm stuck here until you guys find a path out. Then I can follow, and we can go on from there. But only certain areas in this town that accept me.
It doesn't sound like any places are really accepting.
Well, there are places that are accepting. It depends where you go. It's just you have to deal with the racism that comes with it.
So what'll it be?
I follow Calix.
Can
Okay,
you make
well,
a decision? Because Calix is not very good at making decisions.
here let's go to 14, the Colossus, just to kind of look, see what that's all about.
Okay.
All right.
Go through like the dockyard.
So
or
go
the
to your
dockyard.
go to the circle you wish to go to, and just move your token there. It's just easier, so I know.
We're splitting up.
Nope, we're going to 14.
I was gonna.
Well, Adonis wanted 8. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
if we're
Donis can
splitting
go
up.
there if he wants.
Yeah,
I was just gonna go to 8.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did someone want to come or no?
Calix, where you're going?
Uh, go to 14. Sorry, Adonis.
It's okay.
Here, I'll go with Adonis. You guys all go there. There we go.
All right. As you guys go through the city, I would like Moograin to roll me a d20. As you do eventually walk across, you do see several young children carrying wooden pikes and shields skirting up towards you. As you eventually, they notice, obviously, the Minotaur, as they're not scared of you. These kids don't really know what bestial races are. As they look at it, are you the Dragon Lords? You don't look so tough.
Why, yes, we are.
It's a new dragon.
Where's your dragon then? I don't see a dragon.
And I let Haleakala fly up from my collar. He kind of pops up on my shoulder, looks around, kind of like a Cheshire cat, and then flies up about 10 feet and then comes back and just lands on my head.
Wow! That's a dragon? I thought they were supposed to be bigger.
Oh, this is just a pseudo dragon, but together we are gonna find a dragon. Kind of a dragon, but he's gonna help me find one, an egg that I can have and hatch
So
and
you're
train
not a
myself.
dragon lord then?
Not yet, but I'm working on it.
Hmm.
I'm still very close compared to other people.
He looks at you, kind of discouraged, and runs off.
Meh.
I mean, hindsight, that could have gone worse.
So Adonis and Silas, I'd like Adonis to roll me a d20 for Mithras encounters. Let's see what you come across. If Adonis is there.
I'm here.
1. Alright, as you guys go through, you see a lost-looking warrior monk from a far-off land. As he begins to ask you the directions. Hey, excuse me? Do you know the directions of the Colosseum? I intend to participate in the Great Games.
And not exactly no, but
Oh.
do you know where they are?
I think we heard they're near the big Colossus statue in the harbor.
Ah, right, thank you. Much obliged. Have a great one.
Safe journeys.
You're not with them. It's
You're not with us.
You're
Tom.
always like
Damn.
you're with the other group.
Amber gets FOMO.
Chamber wants the whole thing. He just wants everything. I like it.
Main character syndrome.
No.
I remember your first character. He was always stuck outside by himself. He didn't like people.
And claustrophobia.
All right. Well, we'll start with the people up here, and then we'll move to you guys. So we'll kind of get 2 scenes going here. Alright, as you guys arrive, you do eventually arrive towards the next location, the Vault of Thylia. A beautiful bank doubles as a place of worship for Thylia, the mother goddess, as the vault is sanctified by the circles of the druids, who tend to a single great oak tree that grows from the center of the courtyard. As you see, the bankers are elves who have devoted themselves towards the mother goddess. You can see they, for anybody to entrust their money, jewels, gems, and other treasures towards the banker, as they will store them in the network of the tunnels beneath the huge oak tree. Greetings! How can I help you? Were you interested in opening a bank with us?
No, not specifically. I thought this might have been a temple for worship.
Well, it doubles as a worship place for the mother goddess.
And now, I happen to worship Thylia as well, and I'll show my pendant.
Are you a druid of nature?
I am not. I am a cleric of nature.
Interesting.
Now, I was wondering if you guys happen to have any space for me or my friends to stay.
We do not have an indoor tavern around here. You've come to a bank of Thylia.
Okay.
I've heard of a place known to service your kin with open arms. As he speaks about 19.
What about religious sanctuary?
A sanctuary? I don't know of any around these parts.
Like a place to provide like religious sanctuary is what I was more getting at. Like I know sometimes like
Well, the great oak tree is the closest sanctuary that you will ever provide from Thalia. It is connected to her.
absolutely.
As you can walk behind it and go to the big great oak tree, it's like huge. It's massive.
Mm. Are there any sacrifices to Thalia that are being performed today?
Nothing that I am aware of course. We don't
Would-
particularly sacrifice towards her. We are not Sidon.
Mm.
We are all connected towards Thalia. We are all her children. Even if we're not bestial races, we believe in a true peace and harmony.
True, it's true. Do you know of place to find more like-minded folk, people who believe in equality among the races, like that?
Depends what you're
Maybe
looking for.
Some of my friends are of the more bestial type and
Ah.
lodging.
It's harder for them around these parts. They're not too welcome around here, depending if you have deep pockets for them to spend their money in. But they are treated not as equals, and they will never be treated as equals, sadly. Mithros was founded by the mortal races, not the bestial ones. They have migrated here over the last 500 years. Due to the peace treaty, seeming fit they were given the back end, either brought from other places from the Cerulean Gulf as slaves. And some have found themselves stuck here, unable to head back home. Some wish to bring new lives upon the new lands. It is a rather depressing moment for them. We cannot do much for them but hope to pray their safety. And hopefully that, well, I don't want to toot my own horn, but hopefully they figure out a way to stop Sidon and Utharia. As they are not a part of the treaty, it seems. They are breaking the rules of what the five gods have founded.
Yeah. Yes.
But if you're looking for a place of peace and serenity, I would highly suggest the Great Gardens. It's a beautiful, immense place. Ancient oak trees, scents of flowers, and a great place to relax.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure. May Thalia watch you. And ever. Silas, do you want to open a bank here or no?
I don't have nearly enough money to.
It only takes a gold piece to open it. As they're connected to different oak trees across the world, so that's kind of cool.
Okay.
But you'd have to go to a physical city to go to it, if they have one.
Okay. I'll open one and I'll put 5 gold pieces in.
Ah, thank you very kindly. You shall be commended. Your name and your title, sir?
The
Basically, title's last name.
Xylus Callus.
Alright. Well, every time you arrive towards one of our banks, you can obviously withdraw or take out as you see fit.
Do you have a map of all the banks?
Across the world, no, sadly.
Well, but it's plenty. There are plenty.
Plenty, of course. The Gulf Islands are very sparse. But we don't have mappings there much, if anything. Not many people travel across the seas these days. I've heard storms and things have, well, destroyed ships from making its destination. I believe Sidon's at work.
Yeah, it seems he is rather upset lately.
Well, he is the Titan of the seas. Or the god, in a sense, if you believe in the myths, of course.
But one more question. Do
Sure.
you know if there's a place that I could learn about the sun god in the city?
I would assume the library and the, well, the library and the castle, assuming so. But you would need to have a rather great connection with the king and the queen to get access there.
Okay. And what of the temples? The temple of Sidon and the temple of the Five. Would those places maybe have any information on them, or?
They are the temples devoted towards the gods, so the history is given to them. If you wish to learn more about them.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I'm good if you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. As you guys, for the rest of the crew, travel here. I think I have a picture of this area. Give me a second. Might. Oh, I already gave it to you. Never mind. That was the picture. Alright. As you see a bronze colossus recognizable as the young version of Pythor, the god of battle, the current king of Astoria. The statue's head is withered by the crown of leaves, despite its relaxing stance. Its serene gaze, the statue seems to be alert to anything that might threaten the city. As you see, this colossus is one of the wonders of Thylia. This twin colossus was constructed before the First War and the aid of Vulcan and the god of the Forge. In times of need, the statues would activate to defend Mithros in its ancient times.
Alex, isn't that your dad?
Before he took drinking, I guess.
Yeah, like young you. Yeah, young him. Uh-huh.
He's done a lot of drinking.
Although the bronze colossus lies in ruins, it seems at once it depicted the city of the patron's goddess, Mithros. As the large pyres braze at the statue's feet, a small crowd gathers around it. It seems the colossus was destroyed 2 centuries ago. The tale was told with horrors by people of Mithros. They believed the Kraken. They heard stories of a terrifying creature from the Forgotten Sea, attacking the city during the powerful storm. The twin colossus wrestled the creature back into the ocean as the Colosseum of Mithros was torn apart in a struggle. As it seems, she had returned to her guard post and collapsed into ruins.
That was number 15, right? Just
Yes.
across the way?
Yeah. So that's the ruined Colosseum.
Pulls out his book and jots down notes so he doesn't forget.
as you do see something happening over there.
What do we see?
You see people, as they seem to fit, walking across the bridges and making their way there, towards the amphitheater there. Not as big as it once was, but still there. As they are preparing to start the games. Hard to say when they are going to start, but the great games will begin soon enough. If you wish to, obviously sign up, you'll have to go there. So I will give you a handout.
Kind of sounds fun.
Sounds fun, and it's a nice way to like to get better temperature of the city.
Oh, wow. Yes. Moog Rain would love to do this if anybody wants to join her.
Oh, definitely.
Alright, sounds fun.
Prove our worth without being slaves. A free Minotaur doing all this because I enjoy it.
Renowned and fame. That's really what I'm looking for.
That's good too.
Alright. How do we get to the other side?
Long way round. A lot of walking.
Uh-huh.
Is there any like
there
dock
are
that we can do?
docks and there's boats you can pay an individual.
Ferry across?
Correct.
Air or water taxi.
Yep.
That might
But-
be quicker.
It would, but we'd be losing half of or a third of our people if we left them behind.
Well, you don't even. They just told you where they're going, but in a
Yeah, we
in
don't
a
know
case
when they're
that
gonna be back.
yeah.
Did we determine where we were going to meet up
No,
and
did
at a
not.
certain time?
I don't think so. But you could say you
Okay.
meet up back at the tavern.
Okay.
Yeah, probably.
Here's the thing: if we do the games, and we might get some renown, and people would maybe not be silent pals turd to you guys.
I like that.
Turds.
Yeah, not being turds is awesome. Okay. I'm behind you, Calix, whatever you choose.
I mean, I am not the leader of this group. If anything, you are. But everyone else should have a say. Everyone's here.
I mean, whatever you guys want, but I mean, we should just sneak through here and don't make a stink. Just keep your heads down and keep marching and get to the places we need to be.
So if you want to ferry
Mhm.
across, there's a guy who's willing to pay, basically to get to the amphitheater a gold piece.
Gold piece per person.
Yes, that'll take an hour to get there.
Gold piece. I think that's fair.
Evie?
Evie, you in?
Evie just wants to swim. I'm joking.
I could just swim.
An hour of swimming.
Feels like a lot of swimming.
I mean, I don't see the harm in going.
Okay. If you got the money, I'd be willing to, but I don't have it, so I'd be willing to walk if we needed.
I think walking will take us probably more than an hour.
Yeah, several hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to get where you are right now, it took you about an hour and a half to get to the Colossus. Because you got to think about this Mithras is like 4 sections of multiple different kinds of factions.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if the guy has no problem and is not a giant pile turd about giving a Minotaur and a Cedar a ride, I'm down to pay for him.
It doesn't seem like he cares. He just wants to get paid.
Alright, good sir. You just earned yourself 4 gold pieces.
Alright.
You can carry us to the amphitheater.
I'm not going to carry you, I'm just going to ferry you across.
Yes, of course.
Alright, so you guys are making your way there. Silas and Adonis, where do you want to go next?
Silas, where do you want to go? You lead the way.
Let's see. You could check out the Great Agora, which is number 7. It's not
That
far
looks like
away.
it'd be cool.
No idea what it is, but something to check out.
Great Agora, yeah. Sounds good.
Alright, as you guys begin to make your way there eventually, after a good 30-minute of walking through the streets of Mithros, you eventually find the Great Agora. It serves the heart of both the noble districts and Mithros itself, a multitude of vendors selling kinds of goods from across the continent. Their stalls are protected from elements by by rows of narrowed roofs and structures supporting by columns sprawled out. Beyond the Great Agora, there are numbers of large private estates, bathhouses, and temples. So you see the huge marble roof provides a shelter for the sun and the weather here, as there's a 12-foot tall statue of the Five watching the edges of Agora. A new statue of Sidon stands to the center. The tower is higher than any of the 5 statues. As you see, the merchants from all over Thylia gather here during the day of trade to sell their wares. All manners of goods can be found here. Foods and stuff such as fishes, meats, wines, cheeses, animals, and such as cows, goats, sheep, and poultry, clothes, and bronze equipment. So it's basically like a mini market, but it has stuff from back home and stuff. Like, oh shit, that fruit that they don't have here and stuff like that.
Let's see. Is there anything specifically you were looking for? And now after buying our weapons, our pockets are kind of light, especially considering how expensive staying in the city seems like it's going to be.
Yep. I'm not looking to buy anything.
From what you guys can see there, you do see Gimrick's armory. You can see a large shop standing in rather the prominent location of the Great Agora. The walls of the racks are filled with variety of polished bronze weapons, armors, and tools. As you see, the individual seems to be a retired Saturnian who is selling adventure gear and equipment. All of it is non-magical, but you can see that he is also selling one single mithril ingot for sale for 500 gold pieces.
I don't even think we need it anymore.
You'll always need mithril ingots.
Oh yeah, for upgrading later on. I'll kind of note that down as a place to get one in the future.
Alright, it might get sold out.
As you can see, this guy was once a soldier of Mithros, now retired. You can see many scars and wounds across the battles upon the Centaurian tribes in old, as he runs a small workshop. Besides that, you see another place, a smaller workshop, tucked away in the shady quarters of the marketplace. Deep inside the shop is a dusty and dark walls stocked with bottles of all kinds. The shop is run by Zorin, a mage, rather an alchemist if anything, who is washed out from the academy, and he sells his potion as wares. As Zorin spends his years perfecting his potions, but all his teachers cared about were his ornate skills. Unfortunately for him, he has a habit of insulting his audience in a long conversation. As the shop is open, it becomes clear that he has no future as a famous philosopher from his academy days, as he sells very expensive potions, as potions of healing here sell for 200 gold pieces each. Potion of Heroism, 200 gold pieces. Game of 20 squares, 800 gold pieces. A necklace of adaptation, 1,000 gold pieces. A period of health, 1,000 gold pieces. And an amulet of Bula, the talisman, 2,000 gold pieces.
Wow. This place has got some good stuff. We should probably come back here sometime when we get some more loot.
Yeah, for sure.
And, yeah. This place. Definitely need that ingot at some point.
Yeah. Is there any difference between bronze armor and just like normal armor, or is it?
That's basically the standard armor in this day and age, bronze armor.
Okay.
So if you're rocking like metal, it's bronze.
Okay. Yeah, definitely have to come back here once we have some more money.
So I'll give you the name for both of the places. There is another location as well. It's called the Great Menagerie. A shop is set up into a large tent at one of the stalls. Inside the tent, it seems to have a darker, colder than it should be. Dozens of cages line the walls. As you see a hooded man introducing himself as the Collector. Travels throughout Thylia collecting exotic beasts and creatures. So he's offering to sell these creatures to interesting heroes. As you see him selling a caged animals, as you see a lion, a cheetah, a cockatrice, a harpy, a brown bear, a goatling, and a centaur, a young centaur. As you also see, the collector seems to sell any of these creatures for a sum of 100 gold pieces, as he expresses its final sale. You also see across the sales is a dragon egg for sale.
Kind of wandering about the cages, trying to hide. Kind of maybe some annoyance on my face that he's selling some kind of like intelligent beast folk, but I'll try and hide that as I come up to the dragon egg and ask, how much do dragon eggs tend to go for?
Oh, that one. Dragon eggs are very hard to find around these parts. That one fetch about for 3,000 gold pieces. Silver dragon egg, of course.
3,000 gold pieces.
Of course. You don't really find eggs everywhere, especially in this time and age. Plus, it takes a long time to hatch them. Could take months to even a year.
And how am I sure of the authenticity or the origin of this egg? Or that it's a silver dragon and not...
Well, as you can see the scales on this dragon egg, the size, it's the size of an ostrich. It's quite huge indeed. And of course, you can feel it. It's cold to the touch. Only a silver dragon egg is cold to the touch. Of course, you can obviously find your own, but I wish you luck. There's not many out there these days. Especially dragons don't breed very often, and when they do breed, they only lay a few eggs, and they hide them quite in rather peculiar places that human hands cannot dabble in, of course. I managed to get it through a trader, through a boat, through a steel, of course. But, if you're interested, the young centaur here is a rather exceptional piece, of course. Well trained. As he will fight for you if need be.
I'm in no need of that currently, but thank you for the offer. I will keep this in mind. Do you always have a shop in this location? Or
Of
do you
course,
travel?
but I can't promise on the treasures that may lie here.
Okay. Noted. Well, thank you for your hospitality, but I'll be seeing my way out. Good luck with your sales.
My pleasure.
I kind of go up to Adonis. Oh, Morgraine was looking for a dragon egg, but the 3,000 gold pieces were way far off of being able to afford it at that price. Even with
True.
some light haggling, it's
That is true, but
a bit beyond our reach currently.
you guys are willing to help me get to my goal, and on top of that, get me my hand. So I'd be willing to work towards getting that egg for Mograine.
Yeah. I'll have to pass it along when we see them next.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in this
No, that's all.
shopping
Those are
district?
the main ones. There's just general like food and whatnot, and whatever you're obviously looking for, it's probably here.
I might be able to get a what's it called? Splint armor.
Yeah, if you have any shopping you want to do, go ahead.
It's Splendor Armor's 200 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'd sell my current armor to them.
They would buy it for half the price. What do you have currently?
I have chainmail. That would be 75 divided by
It'd be pretty much like 35 gold or something like that.
Yeah. Not quite there yet.
Just to save up for it.
Yeah, or maybe save up your plate.
Maybe we'll find it. I know at one point we did have a couple of. I think they were. Were they half plates?
Yeah, you got the freebie ones off of the soldiers. They were
They
were breastplate.
Breastplates, but they had the side on
Mm-hmm.
insignia on it, which none of us wanted to wear.
What are you talking about? There's a bunch of people who wore that.
Well, no one in our group wanted to wear it. All right. Well, I'm done with the shopping area. If you are.
Too.
All right. All right. As you guys begin to sightsee around the town, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break now. We'll be back in 5 minutes as we'll go through the great games as we have a lot to talk about and discuss.
Sounds good. Yes, that's something. A dragon egg.
That dragon is really cool. But I do want to point out that that's why I post. My dragon can find a dragon egg by the time I'm 5th level. So he might be able to sneak in there and steal it. I don't know. He has really good stealth, but like by at least 6th level, he will go and find me one no matter what.
I was gonna say we can do a dragon heist.
I'm a bronze dragon, I believe it is.
Oh, bronze
But
dragon?
I'm a bronze, but that's what Hollylockala is. But I could
Okay.
go silver. It's still a good dragon. Brass, bronze, copper, or silver. So silver falls within that.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, yeah.
It's 3,000 gold
It
pieces.
leaves and returns with an egg in 3d6 days.
Yeah. So in like within at least 2 weeks, by the time we're 6th level, I'll get one. But we're only level 4.
Right.
The more time I have with it, the better. But I'm willing to wait the 2 levels.
Well, also the egg is 3,000 gold pieces, which we do not have.
Correct, because we just spent it on all our weapons and a hand.
And I don't think stealing it probably isn't actually an option.
Not for a good person like I am. And the silver egg, they would not accept that. So I know. That's why I'm just saying I still have options. This isn't the only egg option I have.
That's fair.
Yeah, when are we gonna get 5th level and need it?
When do you get
Ultimately,
fifth level?
this thing, I get to ride it. Like, I'm gonna be a dragon rider once we get to a certain level.
I think there are a few different paths that end up either getting dragons or like have the ability to get dragons.
I just like this one the best.
Yeah, it's definitely very I mean, yeah, the dragon rider, dragon paladin works really well with that.
Yeah, by at least 15th level. It's gonna be a while, but I mean, we're going to 20. I'll be able to ride it. But I'll have a good little baby dragon at 7th level, hopefully.
That is exciting.
Little baby dragon.
Dragon Lord Bond by 7th level. Lots of levels of dragons here. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Irish buck.
Papa, can you hear me? Okay, thank you. So who are we following? The people up at number 7 at the market?
I think we're switching to you guys now.
Yeah, going to you guys.
Ah,
They get to decide where they want to go next afterwards. I'm just waiting for everybody to come back.
Alex,
Yes.
I will follow you. Together, let's walk together. So we're exploring this area of number 15,
Okay.
the ruined Colossus.
Colossus.
I have a gladiator background. I am known to be able to put on a good show in an arena. I want you to be my hype man.
How do you hype Gladiator?
Oh my goodness. Have you not seen Gladiator?
Once
Look,
upon a time?
look at him. They're so strong. They'll smash you. One smash will get you. Who knows? I don't care. Just hype. I have
Alright.
faith.
As you guys begin to arrive towards the Great Games, they haven't started yet. It seems they are starting tomorrow morning, at earliest at 6 in the morning. As it seems fit, the Great Games is a series of athletic competitions between the kingdoms of Thylia, and began 4 centuries ago in the in the celebrations of the Oath of Peace and the end of the First War. Visiting Mithros, seeming fit, the greatest warriors of Thylia will line up for the great fame and call fit to be upon its kind of historical value. As it's seeming fit, there are a lot of people here from all different areas of the cities and natures, of bloodthirsty barbarians to Asterians to different kinds of people that are, as well as you can see, there are people who are not athletes waiting to pay their fee to see the Great Games. As it seems the purpose of the Great Games here are the games are held every year to honor the Oath of Peace. Dozens of priests offer sacrifices to the 5 gods at the start of the games. The Order of Sidon has recently begun to participate to the games, also bringing minotaurs as sacrifices for the Sidon and Lotharia, as the games are a political tool used by various factions to demonstrate and dominance. Because of the games are officially of a neutral party, or vice versa, of Virsa the Oracle, whose judgment is respected by all. As you can see, there are mages there making sure people don't cheat. As you do see masters of divination, wizards of arcane, watching over all the competitors, ensuring no one cheats. As he wears special bronze goggles, seeming that they are magical, granting him a vision of 400 feet of detect magic. As cheating is penalized and permanently banned, and expulsion from the games forever.
So what do you mean by magic? Weapons, armor?
It's just cheating, depending on the game.
Okay.
But there are rules, of course, and I'll go through them all. There are rewards for the games. The victors of the games events are rewarded for special medallions that are crafted from precious metals. These medallions hold enormous values of collectors, but selling them is frowned upon. Nevertheless, many of the athletes are forced to sell their medals later in life when they are past their physical prime and coin runs short. For every event awarded 3 medals, 1 for each of the top athletes. The bronze medal for 3rd place, worth 250 gold pieces. The antimantium for 2nd place, worth 500 gold pieces. And the mithril, worth 1,000 gold pieces for the 1st place. Legend has it that the 5 gods completed the first Great Games. Good old Pythor won every single one. Now let's see if his son can do it. Would all the games.
What are the games?
There's multiple games. There's so many games. As the joining of the competition, before you mount, before the Mount of Vulcan wides of the basins are transformed into the Grand Stadium, dozens of running tracks and courts have been set up for a wide variety of events. Rows of stone benches have been hewed into the mountainside, seating along The onlookers, thunderous chanting, cheers, celebration music echoing through the stadium. Both athletes and spectators hail from across Thylia, wearing all sorts of exotic armor and colorful clothing. As you guys, as the heroes, can obviously compete, entering a trial cost of a single silver piece. As a hero must win the trial in order to compete in the official events. So you guys have to do a trial before you can actually compete. See if you're actually worthwhile. And it costs a silver piece to enter it. Are you guys enter?
I nudge both my friends.
Oh, sorry. My apologies. I am completely baffled on location. It's not here at all. It's on the mountain. Because as I read it, it's literally here on 22. That's pretty much like where it's supposed to be, on a mountain, the arena. So I would say you can subtract the gold piece. My apologies. As you take a long time to get to the mountains. Mountain of Vulcan is where the games are held.
Quite the walk.
Yeah, it's quite the fall of death too.
You were saying, Moonbrain?
You would get your gold back.
Yeah. You do obviously see different kind of individuals here that are attending. I will kind of give you some of the individuals you see. I'll give you the names as well. You see Sai entering in. He's a warrior monk. He comes from the kingdom of Astria. Seems fit. As he has ran this game a few times in the past. He's accomplished previous games. The citizens of Mithros hate him though.
Why?
Because he's not from here. They want the people from Mithros to win.
Fairly for Mithros standards.
Yeah. As you have Egan representing Astoria. He's an older competitor with more than a dozen games under his whiting belt. You do see as a noble. She's a glamorous bard from Astoria as well. Nice, we got more Astorians. She brings her legion of adoring teenager fans and outlying settlements who cheers themselves. Patreon, an Amazon warrior. The warrior is the first Amazonian to complete in any of the games. She's aloof and treated coldly by other competitors. And then we have some people of the Order of the Sidon entering in as well. As you can see, this guy looks arrogant and pompous. He's intense and dislikes for anybody, particularly who joins the game and plans on playing against him. This is a gladiator representing Mithros as a favorite of the home crowd. He is considered one of the greatest athletes of his generation.
He's a goat.
He's a Chad.
Greatest of all time.
And this individual is a nymph from a distant northern steppes. He's quite exotic figure, treated with curiosity by other athletes, as they have never seen a nymph before. And Spira is the underdog who suffered an injury 5 years ago, now to only recover enough to participate. The crowd loves her. She has the strength and athletics to defeat anybody in a race. As you do notice, saddening faces. What you notice is quickly enough, as you look away potentially, as you do see upon the start of each day, you do see animal sacrificing being made to the gods as they are in cages. As you can see, one of the ones is a minotaur in a cage.
Is that to me?
Yeah.
I nudge Calyx. Do you see that?
Unfortunately, I do.
Any way we can try and free? Save? Buy? I don't care.
Uh, Not without getting in a lot of trouble.
As histories pass, for heroes who want to be involved in the sacrificial event can volunteer freely. If a hero volunteers to fight against the Minotaur alone, and other than athletes will step aside. Besting the Minotaur in single combat brings great honor and attraction to the crowds and onlookers, but there is no reward for winning, or just merely fame for defeating a beast.
Wow. This is really hard. As a group, I know I needed to not get involved. But as a me, I need to get involved.
Okay, so Tamber will pull out his mithril harp and start using his bardic inspiration to inspire uh, Rain to do the right thing.
Play your character however you see fit.
Yeah, Moograin would try and go and free that Minotaur.
Alright. What do you do as you get to the cage? You can see there's no guards around as he looks towards you.
Oh,
We have to be quiet. We have to get out quick. Come with me.
the cage. Do you know how to pick locks?
I can't leave. I am to be sacrificed and to be with my people in the afterlife.
You're honor bound to do this. To give your life.
I've been a slave upon Mithros for a decade. I've seen many things. I've heard many people.
You're older than a decade, so you were free before then. Come with me as a free person.
I would,
You snore?
but I am to be sacrificed. And,
But why? Why you?
I am the Minotaur's hero. I've never been defeated in battle. I see fit
Okay.
to smite the strongest upon our kin. My name is Bullbug.
Bullbug?
Yeah, Bullbug. That's his name.
So, if you were to be,
You're not here.
oh, I'm not there.
No.
Oh, sorry. I thought we met up.
No.
My bad.
You were gonna meet at the tavern. You have no idea where they are right now. Like, you know, like, they're going to this place, but that's it.
My bad.
It's okay. I'm a gladiator, and I shall die as one.
I am also a gladiator, And I kind of show my little battle scars and like, I've been there. I've done that. But now I do what's best and do what's good and do it honorably. Come, help us.
I don't know you, and I don't wish for you to be harmed. If they know that I'm free, they will hunt me down and kill me, and the rest of you all.
Who is they? You keep mentioning they, but you
The
happen
people of
to be here.
Mithros, the city.
But you chose to be here? But they'll kill you if you leave. That seems us like, come on.
I have no place to go. My life started in the arena, and it will end in the arena. I'm a slave, like most of our kin here. You're free. Don't worry about me.
Okay, so do you need some weapons? Like, what can I do to help you? If you're going in there, like, fight for your life. Don't just die willingly. You're a minotaur. Be strong. Be proud.
You can tell he's old. He's an old Minotaur. He's seen much of his life passing by. He's kind of given up on his life at this point. He's been in cages for 10 years, been fighting arenas and slavery and sold from vendor to vendor. As the last time he remembered a good thought was long gone, as his family was killed by the order of Sidon, as he was sold into slavery.
Not good enough. I have a horn. I show him my family crest. We have been fighting as a family, as a tribe, to free ourselves and to be better minotaurs. You should not just give up like this. Do you need a weapon? I have clubs, I have javelins, I have spears. Like, what do you need? What can I give you to help you in this? Do not just give up.
As you know, in the arena, they do provide them weapons and stuff to fight back, but they give it at bad odds. It's never 1v1.
Any way we can help? Be there?
He looks at you. You're young. You have much life to live. Save those that you can. Don't worry about me. I shall be fine. And I shall... If I do end up dying, I shall see my family in the afterlife.
I don't give you my +1 mole, but I give you my
He
normal
won't
mole.
accept
I need
it.
to. Well, someone else? Anyone?
I think I have
Anyone?
a plan.
Fuck the twins.
Okay, what's your plan, Calix?
You're gladiator.
I
You-
am.
You put shows. What if we put a show that you kill the Minotaur?
I would not.
You're not gonna kill him. Hopefully, just knock him out.
You see some guards
I
coming
reckon-
eventually. You better leave before they know we're connected to something.
Okay, we back up and kind of go off into the little, like, alleyway around the corner.
Challenge the Minotaur. Don't kill him. Knock him out. Make it look convincing that he's dead. Put on a show.
Yeah, but he might kill you if he has to.
That is the problem. Unless we see if we can get him on the roost.
It's hard to convince a Minotaur. We're pretty bullheaded.
Pun intended.
As most minotaurs are gladiators or minotaurs in general, the only way you can see eye to eye to him is you have to beat him to a duel. You'll have to beat him in an arena. to kind of smarten him out of his, I guess his stonehead thinking, or his cow brain, in a sense. Because most gladiators are, honorable.
They are, and that's why I became one.
As he's honorable to his cage, even if he doesn't deserve it. He's loyal to his cause, being a gladiator, and he's willing to do anything to gain his freedom, but not to be broken out and to be always on the run. He doesn't want anybody else to have his burdens and to be shunned.
Okay, that's deep. Give us a moment. I recognize and support his want to be, like, his own man. That's tough, man. Guys. And Evie, what'd you think?
Of?
Leave him or help?
I don't think we should get involved.
Okay. I start following Evie.
All right.
Alex, I'll help you, but Evie's now my number one.
That is fair.
As the daily competitors of the Great Games, I will say there are some rules. One of the competitors, so each competition is held each day, a series of 7 days to celebrate every night of this Great Game. So it's not just one night; there's multiple games in the course of 7 days. As well as you can have partners. Each consistent can choose a partner to magically augment them. The partner is allowed to use magic available to them. Most of the lesser athletes can't afford magical aid. Those who can afford an acolyte, of potentially giving them a bless spell or something like that. While known athletes have access to mages or priests, these spellcasters prepare spells such as bless, enhance ability, long strider, and haste. Partners who target anyone but their chosen athlete are immediately disqualified as an athlete that they were aiding. So if you're not participating in the games, you can obviously have one of your friends to boof you up, but only one person. You can't do multiple people, or else it disqualifies the entire team. So, as magic manipulation, obviously in the Great Games, they've stopped it long ago, as they believed the Great Games were pointless with magic, but hence now ruling allowing a magical partner to augment an athlete is allowed, versus one trying to manipulate magic on their own accord. So you need a partner to do it. So if you are physically able to do all your own spells, you're not allowed to do it. You need a partner
Amber.
to give you it.
Amber will support Mugarine.
So you can sign up together, basically. As
Signing
you would
up.
be the partner of Mugarine. And pay the silver piece. As the games you see in order, the first game is jumping. Anybody can attend it. Like, there's a jumping one, there's a running one for the second day. The third day is javelin throwing. The fourth day is disc throwing. The 5th day is wrestling. The 6th day is boxing. And there's and then there's more. So there's gonna be in between each day. There's gonna be a little bit of other things. There's one for the first leg, the beach run. The second leg, underwater swimming. The third leg, cliff climbing. The fourth leg, fire dash. The fifth leg, harpy cages, and then ending the race. So the final game is just a bunch of all those games combined to one. So it's like a big like, I don't know what it's called, like a track basically. But you'll combine all the games into one at the final one.
Like the triathlon?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Oh, fuck. Sounds fun.
Well, like a lot
Same
of fun.
premise.
And if you are a winner, you can get sponsorships, which is cool. To all the businesses around Mithros. So you might actually be able to get away with a bunch of places, like the tavern or something like that. Or if you want to go to the brothel or other locations, you can get like sponsorships in a sense of obviously having free wine for life, and they're willing to pay you as well to be a sponsorship for their business.
I like the idea of competing so that I can kind of win their accolades, but I will leave the negotiations to someone else.
All right. So Adonis and Silas, I'm assuming you're going to them asking where this place is, or no?
We're going to what?
Are you asking around to find where the Colosseum is? Or
Sure.
no? Okay.
I thought.
Or do you-
we know that they're at the Coliseum?
You don't, but I'm just saying after time as they travel through, you eventually make it towards 14, then you notice they're not here anymore, and you're thinking, like, where did they go? Or
I'm
you
assuming
guys...
you would also probably hear some people around town talking about it.
Yeah, you eventually make it
Talking
there.
about it.
I'll say you make it there.
Satyr and
Well, there's a lot. They talk about it in Minotaur a lot, but you eventually find them. As majority of the days spent is it's now really late evening as you're traveling across Mithros. Eventually, it's around like 7 o'clock at night as you eventually bump into the crew.
Hey guys.
Hey.
As you do see Bulbug being carried away on wheels into the Colosseum with the doors closing behind.
So what are you guys up to here?
This is Bulbug, by the way.
So were any of you planning on participating in the games?
Moran and Tamber are.
Well, Tamber's
Moogrin.
supporting.
Tamber
Moogrin.
supporting.
Okay.
Wait, is it teams of two?
No, you don't need to have teams of 2. This is only if you want support, basically magic support. So as an athlete, you're not allowed to use magic. You need a partner to give you magic.
Any magic? You can't use any of your spells?
No, you can't use spells. That's cheating. Only spells from the partner can give you like a bless or a haste or whatever not while you're competing.
Tamber, what were you thinking of giving Moogrin?
Probably Bardix.
Gave her inspiration. That's all she needs, right?
Fair.
And only one person can help that athlete. If more than one person helps, it's considered cheating, and then you're disqualified. So you guys can obviously participate on your own, try to win it without the aid of anybody. Or you can hire a person to aid you, but it isn't cheap.
We have 3 people kind of capable of fighting, maybe 4. But I don't know how I would fare since I primarily fight at range. Or I do my best at range.
Well, a lot of the things is not just fighting. It's using your attributes to your advantage, like running and jumping and doing things, tossing stuff.
Okay.
There is a battle, of course, as well. But yeah, there's an arena battle as well, a fighting one.
Just to clarify, I can have all of my armor and like 1, 2 weapons. What do we get?
Yeah,
Everything?
you get your standard stuff. You get your regular equipment, and you get 2 weapons of choice.
Okay.
So you can either rock 2 weapons, or you can rock a shield and a weapon. The shield is considered a weapon. Ideally, it's a protection.
But if I have a two-handed weapon, that'd be the only thing I could have.
No, 2 weapons. So if you're only rocking, so in a sense, you can rock a longsword and a maul. But you can't rock a shield and a sword and a maul. You can't do that.
Noted.
Yeah, so I guess if it's just kind of like a myriad of different trials, I'll sign up as well.
As well as there's going to be weapons on the ground that you can pick up, likely. If you maybe lose your weapon or it breaks or something.
Can you smite in the arena?
Magic, it's for
You
that.
gotta
It's
get
not considered magic. It's considered anything just magic related. So smiting is not magic.
What about the Javelin of Lightning?
That's
Have the
magic.
maul and javelin.
You can't use it.
Oh. Okay.
Because that has to be fair. Everybody has to be on a fair level. Of course, that's why you have the helpers.
But then if I had like the battle axe along the maul, it's one-handed and could be two-handed.
Yeah, just
I
you
mean,
can
it's
rock.
still just one weapon.
It's still one weapon. Yeah, it's just I'm quoting the shield as a weapon for this.
Noted.
So if you want to go sword and board, then you would have to you have to leave them all behind.
Yeah, so I guess I'll sign up as well.
As they ask you, are you going to have a partner?
I'll be your partner if you need help.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Your name, sir?
My name is Silas, and my helper is Adonis.
Alright, that will cost 1 silver fee for your application.
Is it 1 silver
It's just
per
one person. Yeah, you don't have to pay for the other person. Because he's just aiding you. He's unable to participate in the games.
Alright, paying the silver piece.
What about you, Eve? Do you want to participate or just be a watcher?
For who?
Eve. Evie.
I'm just gonna watch.
Alright. And Calyx.
Your father would be disappointed with you.
Yeah, you have to win all the games. He did it by himself.
Follow in his footsteps.
Am I allowed to cast spells while the games have started, or it's before the games start?
Before.
What the?
You can't cast it while they're doing it. So you have to prep them up.
Can I bless myself?
Yeah. You can't bless yourself. No, only the mages can. So only the helpers. You can't physically cast spells with bless and stuff like that. The only thing you can do is smite. That's because it doesn't really. It's not considered a spell.
If we have 50 gold to spare, we could
It's a silver piece.
what?
No, he wants to get the warding bond.
Oh,
But you need rings, 2 rings, one for the other
8
person, one
rings.
for the other one,
Ooh.
and they have to be close to you. There's a range on it, I believe. I don't know if there is. Maybe there isn't, but I know there's something that.
Yeah, 60 feet.
Yeah, they're not going to be 50 feet next to you.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay then.
All right.
So the helpers will essentially like be like in the
They're just
stands.
your buffers, yeah, and they heal you and stuff like that when you're done your battle.
Oh, so like I can heal him. And then...
You can heal him when he's done his fight.
Okay.
It's like a guy is just like prepping you up, almost like a boxing match where you have your coach.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of them are going to be fights. A lot of them are just going to be obstacles and stuff. It sucks that our buddy's not here. He's in the hospital.
yeah.
He would love to play the games.
He would love it, yes. But in the same token, where's Evie?
Evie doesn't. Evie's watching.
She's not very
Noted.
athletic.
Here, let's go through my spell list so we can maybe figure out what the best for you to have.
As the night grows, as you are getting tired, as you need to find a place to rest the night. As the great arena begins tomorrow at 6 in the morning, bright and early.
Seems like the only option in town is that Satyr's Tail.
Or you can go to the brothel.
Or the brothel.
I feel the brothel might be more expensive in the long run.
Probably. I'd assume as much at least.
They might be more inclusive.
Satyr's Tail, safe. Come on, you follow
The
me there.
brothel might be more inclusive then, though.
The girls would be happy to sleep next to you.
Well, boys.
Yeah, let's just go to normal inn.
Everybody's just like ignoring. It's just like, yeah, I don't want to go to a brothel. I have so many players ask me, "Oh, is there a brothel in the city?" I'm like, "Jeez Louise." When the
It just gets weird.
the DM, well, I'm not gonna roleplay as them. No way. You just fade to black.
So 19 then?
19 what?
Is 19 where we're going?
Yeah, you're not going.
non-
18. 18 is the brothel.
the Satyr's Tail.
Yep, it's 19.
Cool.
I will roleplay it out for just the theme that I know you're never gonna be there, but I'm just gonna say it out anyways. As you see, scantily clad men and women line the building of the window, reclining on crushed velvet pillows, rich silks, and gilded furniture, as the signs that hang above the door depicting a feathered woman in throes of ecstasy. As if you enter in, a beautiful siren dressed in scarlet toga approaches you. Welcome to the siren. The roost of the siren, indeed. Here you have a taste of the finest fruits of mortality. How may we serve you? And that's all I wanted to do. As there's a bunch of escorts, which I'm going to put them on the Discord. And that they're actually prices.
It might be cheaper than the inn.
As there is
Never mind.
an ancient sun god there.
Hey, look, another son of Pythor. Your brother.
Brother's cheap, bro. Just the old pieces.
Selling himself short.
He likes to have fun.
A lot of them are nymphs. Alright. As you come back towards the proprietor, as he has the same prices. Well, well, well. Welcome back. What can I do ya?
Alright, I guess we don't really have much of a choice. So we'll do the 6 rooms, 2 of them for... Well, how big are the rooms?
They're quite accommodating, of course. Not rather to the bestial ones, of course.
Like, how many people can fit in one room? Is it
2
a single bed
people,
or-
as long as they're reasonable size, of course.
Okay. So we'll do 2 sets of rooms for humans and 1 room for our beast friends here. So what's that's 3 gold and 2 silver.
Per person. For the
Per
bestials.
person.
That doesn't even make sense business wise. If there are 2 beds, it's all the same.
Per person for the bestial races. As he smiles. As he doesn't seem to care about your rooms. Especially if they're going to leave grime and disgusting fur. And damages, of course.
They're actually
Well,
pretty clean.
Yeah, we went to the bathhouse today. They are sparkling clean.
Your animals.
Lathered up with soaps. They're not animals, they're...
Well, it sounded like how you were portraying them as, of course.
Everyone bathes in a bathhouse. That's what it's for.
Sorry, but my prices are final.
It seems like, yeah, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Team.
It's basically charging 6 gold for that 1 room.
That is a lot of money.
Well, we'll just have to win at the games, win some money. I'll pay for tonight, and then someone else can get the next day.
Thank you, much obliged. Here's your key. 2 floors to the right.
Alright, I'll hand out the keys, and we'll be on our way. Alright.
Alright, as you guys get into your beds, they're pretty small and spacious, not really that comfortable. As the ones that wanted to share a room, they offered another bed. The beds are obviously accommodating for human sizes. Nothing past 6 feet.
I still choose to sleep on the floor.
As you are in the room with Timbre.
Oh, bed for me? All right.
Sorry. I forget. Who am I sponsoring with my magic?
Xylus.
Those Amazon. Amazonian.
Silas, I was wondering if you wanted to talk tactics.
Sure. What kind of? I guess all you can really do is buff me. So, what type of buff spells do you have?
I've got a lot. I've got aid. I've got shield of faith. I've got enhance ability. I have healing spells. I've got bless. Um, protection from poison, stuff like that. But one that I thought might be interesting in particular for the combat one would be Sanctuary. That makes it so that it makes it extremely difficult for people to attack you. And then you wait until it's a last person standing sort of thing. How does that sound?
How long does the sanctuary spell last?
It lasts for 1 minute.
60 seconds.
Feel like that's not gonna be enough time in like a bigger war game situation. I guess I was kind of planning on using my movement speed and stuff to, I guess, essentially like kite people. I would say, depending on the challenge, either enhance ability, as that'll help me with like dexterity or strength checks and stuff, or shield of faith in a battle scenario, because the extra AC would be good. I don't have to worry about the concentration breaking.
What about bless?
Yeah, bless 2 would also be good.
Which would you prefer? Because I couldn't do both.
I feel like I already have a pretty good chance at hitting people, just with my high dex. So I think Shield of Faith would probably be better.
Okay.
So,
I think that's about it, unless there's...
yeah, I mean, I think that's probably best, unless we find, like, we can always talk about it once the challenge is decided, but I think those are the best options currently.
Yep.
Sounds good.
We're gonna win this thing. Especially with confidence.
Hell yeah. Alright, I think with that, I'll be done for the day. Anyone else do anything?
Nope.
All right, as you guys get a nice long rest and you replenish yourselves, seeming fit, is well deserved and well rewarded. As the day springs forth, as you get a nice long rest, feeling replenished, as you know, you'll have to wake up bright early, heading down below, getting as much food as you can scarf down as you head towards the games as soon as you can. As we have 3 people contesting into it: Silas, Mugrin, and Calix.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
feel left out. I don't have an X in my name.
What was that?
I feel left out. I don't have an X in my name. Calyx. Xylix. X's.
Xylus, but yes. X's were
All right.
very popular.
As you guys begin to make your way towards the arena, you see obviously crowds and crowds of people coming from all ways of life, arriving towards the establishment of this great place, showing their strength, showing their brawn, and showing their beauty or even talents, along many others. As you do see, obviously, King Acostus, Valis, and Gygus upon the top. As you see, Caustic kind of looking towards all the warriors down below. So I will get you guys on the map here. Give me a second. As you come out on a parade of many of great warriors, including yourselves, joining into the tournament. As well as you get to see your competitors as well. People of Mithras, we have come to the great games to be played fairly, and with strong will, one shall win all. As people cheer his name as Valis is there, waving. As Gygus begins to stare.
Does he notice me in the crowd?
No.
Hmm.
As you hear,
Rain looks awesome.
yeah,
They're like got a blow dried hair. I loaded a cow with blow dried hair. That's what I look like.
that guy's an Amazonian, by the way. This guy.
Majestic.
Yeah. This guy is the asshole of the.
Brad Pitt.
That's the monk. That's another one. That's the bard. And that's another Amazonian.
Now, can I use my bird?
No. It's all about skill.
And that's part of my kit.
Oh, for fighting, yes. Not for the actual games, though.
Okay.
As you hear the sounds of the running footsteps coming from behind you, before you could react, a source of noise dashing past you. You can see a young man carrying the torch as he runs for another block before handling the flame to another runner, immediately taking off in the same direction. The runner of his friends gathering around him and congratulating, and laughter exciting in the filled air as you hear King Acoustic, "Let the great games begin!" As you see the torch bearer eventually engulfing the flames upon the pillar, as you see the great games entering into the stage. As you see before you, many people here, as you guys begin to leave into your kind of destination areas, as you do eventually stumble upon kind of a melancholy scene, as you see kind of dozens of figures dressed in black robes, marching solemnly down the streets in an ordinary procession. Mourners line the streets, wailing spouses and dumbstruck children, and resigning elders look on. A bronze cage held aloft towards the front of the procession. Inside the cage, you see the great shackled minotaur, Bullbug, coming forth. As King Acostus looks down towards his warriors before you leave the session stand, "Who of you great warriors will face off this minotaur Oh, the funeral sacrifice. Oh, we'll challenge the great Burbog, undefeated Minotaur of the ages.
He looks kind of tired.
As they're all putting their hands up. Depending if you guys want to instead. It's up to you.
I'm not looking to fight him. If I
I'll,
can help it.
I'll totally try and win him over, but I don't want to fight him.
Alright. Oh, my game just pooped. Give me a second. Oops.
There's so many competitors.
Yeah. So if you don't want to participate, you don't have to, but it'll be a round robin of 4 heroes fighting this Minotaur. So our
There's
great
George,
heroes.
Spine, and Pancreas.
Yeah. Our great heroes do not wish to fight the Minotaur, and so be it.
I'm jumping in.
You're jumping in,
I would
Calix?
fight it.
We'll fight it.
You want to fight it? Mulgren, you want to fight it?
I would at least confront it.
What about you, Silas? This is a great honor, as they have the Oracle with them. They want you to fight it. See what kind of skill and strength you have.
Together, the three of us, we could do it.
Yeah.
And the oracles here. Sure.
Well, you are the Oracle's champions.
Yeah.
If it's expected of us, then yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Bring out the beast! As you see 4 guys with the cage, releasing him out, as you can reposition yourselves on the battlefield.
Or is it coming north, south, east, west?
As it's being placed in the middle. As you can see, they gave them a giant great axe for a weapon. As Burbog! Boo! As people are just chucking cabbages and shit.
So is this when we'd get our buffs from our...
No, this is a battle. This is see if you can defeat them. Alright, roll initiative. This is just like, kind of like the beginning. Like, kind of almost like of a show.
The Mouge Bouge!
Bougie bougie?
The entrance, the Mouge.
Alright, give me a second.
Can I use my own spells like, bless?
No, no magic. Only magic that is innate, like as like smite and stuff. This is just raw, like kind of traditional fighting.
Okay.
And only 2 weapons or a weapon and a shield, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I have my battle axe and maul. No shield.
Rapier and a shield.
It should be a great honor to fight you. As you can tell, he's much bigger than you guys are, obviously. He's not the traditional, he's more of a, like, kind of, he's a Minotaur like you, but he's a little bit bigger. Just for posterity's
Just hold
sake,
on.
I'll just make you big. Just because of the fact. To make it even, because his size is pretty big.
Thank you.
Oh boy.
I mean, I am almost 8 feet tall.
Yeah, just like wide-wise. And the battle begins!
Alright. I'm going to take a shot at him with my bow.
Alright. That's it.
And then I'm also going to use Favored Foe on him for an extra d4 damage.
Amber, you're not in the order here. You don't have to roll. Depending if you're trying to do something.
Is that on my turn?
As he didn't really like that. He looks at you as he sees a minotaur in front of him. Sorry, sister. I did this for the call. As he charges you.
No!
Give me a strength saving throw. As he uses his gore attack. Misses. As he uses his second attack to reckless his great axe on you. 12 is a miss.
Yes, it would be.
As people are cheering for you guys to kill him. Kill him! Kill him! As you can tell, Valis is not really too keen on this, but she...
Don't kill him, just discombobulate him.
We can go non-lethal, but so my stim fable, just do a ranged attack.
13's a miss. Calyx.
Okay, we're going in. Start distracting it. 12.
Insight?
Yes.
Oh, he's pretty stupid, but...
Not today. Stabby.
16's a hit. That's his AC. You are Pytho's son. It would be a great honor to die to you. Alright, Moograin.
You really want to die, huh?
He really does. But I just kind of want to hit his knees and kind of take him out a little bit, but not truly. Hopefully.
That's a hit.
Maybe we should grant him a wish.
I think I might have. Inadvertently. 14 bludgeoning.
Nice bloody.
Alright, I'm gonna take another shot, but I'm gonna do it like at his legs. Try and make it non-lethal.
That's it.
16 damage.
Alright, looking really hurt now. I can take more! As he looks at Calyx, he will reckless 2 great axe attacks. 14's a miss. 26 to hit.
That is a hit, obviously.
Take 12 slashing. I hit the great Pytho's son.
Stimfade will take a ranged attack.
That's a hit.
Four or 5.
Calyx.
Ah. Steady aim. And let's take that advantage.
Natural 20.
I'll take that 20.
Okay. As you kill him. How do you want to kill him?
Whatever's the more honorable for a Minotaur, I guess.
All right, you pierce him right through his heart. I thank you, son of Pythor. He's dead.
Be at peace, Bullbug. You earned it.
I grab my knuckle, I bite it, and turn around.
And we have a kill! The son of Pythor, a legend upon our heroes. Cheer his name, Galax. Yes, you will hear it all centuries upon years. As they cheer your name, Calix, Calix.
Sorry, we're green.
The murderer of the Minotaur, Bullbug, will be written in history.
Seemed like he was pretty determined to go out this way.
Yeah.
Gave him what he wanted, an honorable death.
He can be at peace now with his family.
As a bunch of people begin to grab him and pull him away.
Is there more?
No, that's it.
You want more?
More blood? For the blood gods?
Murray hurt. He hurts.
Does he?
Yeah, he just hit you once. Everyone's like, ow.
Made of butter.
Made of butter? Delicious. As the great games, we'll continue onwards with this short break. In our contestants, if you're looking for any food and grub, feel ready to welcome. As our next contestants and our next competition will be jumping trial by many of us, of course. As you must a hero must succeed. This is a jumping trial to continue onwards.
Got it.
So if you fail this trial, you can be disqualified after two of if you don't complete any of these trials over time. There's a bunch of trials, so you can do the final one, the big race. So these are just all little like events, little trial events. So you guys can take a little break skis, short rest if you need to, replenish yourselves, and talk to your coach.
Those who have coaches.
I think for this one, probably be enhance ability.
I'll still try my bardic inspiration if somebody wants to be paired with me.
You're me.
Green.
We're the people.
God, jumping relies on strength. Ugh.
Yeah.
Athletics, right?
So I'd want bull strength and
Still strength though. It uses strength. That's for athletics. So the people who are competing against you are this boy. So these three: Egan, Spira, and the big boy, Gladiator boy. So you can join. You just have to succeed. So you have to succeed one of the trials to be able to join the big run. So there's multiple trials. So you can either be part of the jumping one, you can be part of the running one, javelin throwing, disc throwing, wrestling, or boxing.
Can you do like two of them or only
You can do
one
all of them if you want.
Then I'd like to do all of them unless otherwise.
It's more times, more possibilities of failure.
And more
chances of
chances to
success.
win. Yes, Calix. I high five you.
So what were the different trials again?
We're doing the first one, the jumping one. The jumping, running, javelin throwing, disc throwing, wrestling, and boxing.
This is Cyrus. Do you,
Actually, I think I'll sit out this one. I'll do the running one.
Yeah,
I'll do the first one.
I'll give you Cat's
Yeah.
Cat's race.
Well, I think we're doing the jumping one right now, so I don't need it yet. But
No, but I mean, like when
yeah.
I'll give you
Callus, you can do a short
Yep.
rest if you need to replenish. So obviously, the competitors are trying to jump the farthest, farther than standing jumps. The actual jumping competition, the heroes must complete against these. Sorry, there's another one. I forgot. Hatria, which is the Amazonians participating. They must beat the competitors, as you can choose performing a standing jump, which will result into a long jump that's equivalent to your strength score of the competitor. However, the competitor can also try to go further than a standing jump, requiring athletics checks. Failure means the competitor lands 1d4 feet short of the standing distance jump. So if you feel like you don't have enough feet to beat the competitor, you can obviously see fit to take the chance and roll athletics to get a little bit more oomph out of your jump. Short of the standing jump distance, successful, adding 1 extra foot to your additional foot for every 3 points above 15, 18, and so on. So you get basically a little bit more oomph for depending on how far you jump, if you want to take that route.
If I fail this, I can keep doing the other challenges, right?
Of course.
Okay.
But you have to succeed one of the trials,
Yeah.
or else you're disqualified from the big one.
Alright, we're trying this one. We're trying all of them.
Alright, roll in initiative.
In
Cyrus,
Timbre, you're
Are you
only
participating?
no.
No. Okay. Cool.
In Timbre, I think you're just a support role. I don't think you actually.
No,
Yeah.
you're a support role. You're not
Yep.
actually being here. You give a buff and that's it. And then you're done. Sorry, I was just getting the little things for them. Alright. Alright, I gotta look at each of them. Sorry. I gotta get their stat blocks.
Very good.
I forgot the stand and long jump rules. So you can move at least 10 feet immediately. Okay. So it just adds up to your strength. Nice. Okay. So she can move 10 feet and then she will move another 15 feet total. That's her max per strength score. And then she will try to roll athletics to increase it even more. .23 she does, based on her score. She gets an extra. So she has moved a total of 18 feet. Big boy. Alright. He got 19 feet. I'm just writing these so I remember them. Alright, Calyx. So you automatically can move 10 feet automatically with no issue. It's just based on your strength score.
Math is 8.
8? So you would have to roll your athletics
Yes.
to attempt it, to get further.
Like
9, it's a fail. So roll me a d4. So 13 feet is your max.
cool.
Moograin.
I'd like to take like 5 feet step behind me and then do my run and jump.
Alright, so you move basically 10 feet automatically. What's your strength?
18.
18, okay. So with an 18, you get an extra 3 feet on top of that.
Do I roll anything?
You can roll athletics if you want to go further.
I do.
Okay. 17.
A 17.
That's good.
2 more?
Yeah, it gives you a full 5 feet out of it. What was your total? 10 feet plus your athletics, 15 feet plus your thing gives you. You basically have what the other guy has. You're tied with the gladiator.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna skip these guys out. We have a tie. Only one will win here today. All right, this guy will try to compete and beat you. Try to, at least. $15 is success. So he moves another 18 feet.
I think you have 10 versus
I have a
8.
nat 26 there.
Never mind.
As I'll give you the nat 20, since that's a crit, is you're just 1 feet extra on him. Looks like we have a winner. Moograin succeeds the jumping trials. As the winner for the trials ahead. Congrats, Moograin, as everybody's booing you.
I'll cheer for Wolverine.
I cheer myself. I lift my arms up and I look at my friends very happily.
Alright. As we'll end our session here, as you can put that as your marked trial you want to trial for the jumping.
Good job, Wolverine.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's one foot for every 3 points above 15. So you did beat him easily. But yeah. Anyways, So that is our session for now. We'll continue onwards for next week for the rest of the competitions, as we'll see what you guys do and intend. In the meantime, reminder on payment if you haven't paid, and I hope to see you guys next week. Happy New Year if I don't see you, obviously.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
See you guys later.
Peace.
Yeah.
See ya.
Widow. Let's go for a ride.
I like it. Hey. Nice hat.
You go high, I go low?
Or we could just punch him a whole lot.
He does have a very punchable face.
Time. I am your guide through these vast new realities. Follow me and ponder the question, what if? I don't do sequels, normally. What's the point of revisiting the story when there are infinite stories to be told? But then, not every universe is home to a Captain Peggy Carter, the super soldier, the hero of World War II, a woman quite literally ahead of her time. But there is only one Peggy Carter that I would call my friend. She and the Guardians of the Multiverse saved all of existence. I returned the heroes to their own worlds, the exact moments they left. Peggy, though, she thought her story was over. But it was only just beginning.
Hey, lovely. Need a lift?
You know you could join me one of these mornings.
Running in circles has never been my style. Besides, Fury has a mission for us. Think of it as extra cardio.
Ah, man. You need more hobbies. I found what the pirates were after. Peggy, you might want to brace yourself.
I can promise you, Nat, this won't be the strangest thing that I've dealt with today.
Famous last words.
The Hydra Stomper?
Yeah. And there's someone inside.
Steve.
Whoa, Peg. Not Steve. More like RoboCop.
Robo, what?
You haven't seen that? We'll rent it. Solid movie. Peg, we gotta go.
You told me Steve died.
He did.
On a mission in Argentina.
He did.
In 1953.
He did. After the war, Rogers and Barnes formed their own two-man army and destroyed every Hydra base on Earth, until the last mission claimed Steve's life.
Well, I have bruises that say otherwise.
There's been rumors about the Hydra Stomper's survival since the 1960s.
The 1960s? Why wasn't I debriefed on this?
Because we didn't debrief you on Bigfoot either.
Wait, what?
Look, Carter. If the stories are true, then the Hydra Stomper is responsible for some of the world's worst acts of terror, which cost the lives of dozens of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, including friends of mine.
Fury, Steve would never do that.
He would if the Red Room was in control.
What are you saying?
It was rumored that her old home found and housed How's the Hydra Stomper?
Car designers can shape a piece of clay into a piece of art. So why don't they? At Nissan, things are different.
Hello.
Hello.
Now you came back like seems like 2 o'clock.
What are you talking about? It's 11. I have to work as well, bro.
Oh, I thought you were actually like, I'll be right back when I can connect, and now it's like, oh, it's like
Oh
11
no,
p.m.
I didn't bother with it. Oh no, because I'm on East Coast, so I didn't bother with it. Oh, because I work at night for a few hours, so I thought
Oh,
it's like, oh, you know what? Might as well just get off because I can't connect. You know.